We're back in this underground trash city.
I'm gone.
We're getting close to advancing the plot if I can actually find Farod here, so... Hope for the best. Hey, Ray. Collector, just villagers. I don't think they can have a problem with me opening shit in their garbage town. Ooh, a bone charm. Tarnished silver bracelet, that's actually big money. Well, big money for my budget. Punch daggers. Okay. Maybe if we get another fighter. Rogue. A leg bone club. This leg bone is heavy enough to be used as a club. It's not the height of fashion, but it sure makes a satisfying sound when you strike someone. Hey, Justin, I don't think this is worth it. Oh, you've got a name. Hello? Ooh here? This sour-faced middle-aged man starts when you approach him. And he reaches for his belt. Finding no weapon there, he simply backs away from you. You can see that beneath his collector's robes, his lower legs and forearms are swathed in filth-encrusted bandages. What you want? Just the answer to your questions. Who are you? Name's Uher, so it is. He spits, as if it mattered down here. Right. What are you doing? Waiting for my wounds to heal up so as I can make another run down below. I sells the stuff I found. Even below the trash. What? Down in the catacombs where all the debtors is. Say, you going down there anytime? Perhaps. Why? Because I lost my lucky knife. He grunts angrily, stomping his foot. He's been with me for years. Right here. He points to an empty sheath on his belt. I wonder if Farod's even deeper below in the catacombs. What happened to it? I was poking about in the catacombs below and ran smack into a ghoul. Must have been a straggler, because there's usually more than one. He bit at me face. So as I covered up with my arms and stabbed it in the eyes. It dropped and bit at me leg for a while before I shaked the piker off and made it back up here. Alright, so it's probably stuck in a ghoul's face. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Journal.
Updated my journal. Would you? I'd be grateful, so I would. It's got to be name carved into the handle. Okay. What's with the bandages? Well, I got a bit up by a ghoul down below while I was looking about for stuff to sell off. As there questions? That's it. Hello, a door? Oh! Cranium rats! We were warned about them. Alright, everybody.
Endure.
I don't really have a plan here.
Grow strong.
AC2, yep, cast that on yourself. And then we're out of tricks. Just start punching, I guess. Well, they go down easy enough.
I hear your words.
They might be just shy of knowing magic, because I know if there's enough cranium rats, they learn magic. Alright, and I think we turn in their skulls, right?
I'm gone. Done. All right.
Should be some money back in town. What was his name? Phineas? Empty box. Alright, well, cranium rats sorted out.
I'm gone.
Wonder if that's the catacombs. Village thug. Oh, were we fighting you earlier? Based on him running, yes. Get more people in there. There we go. Rusty dagger. That explains the dying. You know what? I don't want to... Now, why was this purple? Or pink? A small dwelling. Hello, Quint? You see a short, fat-faced man who's covered in filth and grime. He smells bad and his teeth are rotten. He wheezes as you look up and down, as he looks you up and down and says, I'm Quint. You knew? I am. He looks at you suspiciously. You selling or trading? Trading. His eyes narrow even further. Dealing, eh? With me? Or everybody, Burke? Which? With anyone I want to, Burke. His face turns bright red. Pike off, Burke. Get. This kip's mine. I got first claims. You got no claim. I'll have fair. I'd get you like a fish. Simmer down. I'll trade with you. Some of the color leaves his face. All right. He wipes sweat from his brow. You want to trade? Yes, let's trade. Some silver shit we found down here. Forgot all about that. Punch daggers. Usable only by fighters and thieves. Let's hang on to it. I've never seen those before. I'm pretty sure somebody corrected me, but I was never selling these things with the red around them. But that just means that Mort can't wear them. Copper earring, goodbye. Copper earring, goodbye. And then what did you have? Were you holding out on me with some shit? $1,800 coins. I can select multiples to sell. Oh boy. Things I wish I knew 2 seconds ago. We got to remember to spend some of our Planescape pennies at the tattoo shop, because I think we've got enough for some stat boost. All right, done. Actually, shit. Maybe he was selling something of value. Tell me about yourself again. Quit selling by. Get it all you want, or maybe you want a job. What sort of job? Whoops. What sort of job? Gris? Gris the Vulture called him. Left a fortnight ago this past few peaks. Nobody's seen him or hear him since. Catacombs probably got him. Lots of things in the dark places down there. Not fortunate that Gris be in the dead book. Good collector. Black heart. Got sharp nose for new crypts. Also got something of mine. Find him and get it back and you get paid, eh? Give you a jink and deal on a junk. Oh, shit, yes. I've updated my journal with this fact. He snorts, appearing almost happy. It's a poison charm. Necklace of hollow teeth. Probably find it wherever Gris is. Let me know, eh? What can Mort wear? Mort can wear teeth. I'm not sure if he's allowed to wear anything else. Let's check his inventory in a moment. A few more questions. Tell me about some of the other people here. Like Farod. Old Stuttercrutch. He set up this place. Lord of the Lane, he set me up. We deal, eh? Yeah. Other questions? Tell me about some of the people here. That's what I just asked him. Never mind. Tell me about this place. This? The village. The Dabbas pave it over one day, long ago. Forget about it. Collectors dig it out while looking for jink in the Rag Mountains. Me? I stumble across while dealing with the collectors. He wiggles his eyebrows. Good place to make some jink, eh? Dead's good for business. Interesting. Let's trade. Do you have anything I want? Charm of Infinite Recall. Lore skill set to 100. While practicing, some mage students discovered a means to condense and store knowledge into a charm form. This particular charm contains the entire resource library of the famed Chiron School of Mages. Unfortunately, the effects of this charm are fleeting, and the user is rendered unintelligible for a short period of time. This charm can be used to identify unknown items. It can, I know, identify. I'm a wizard. I don't need this. Never mind. Looks like this is a... Tattoo charms are temporary. I don't like temporary things, even though I should probably lean towards them. A shamanic rod. Invokes magic missile, usable only by mages. How many charges does it have? A limited number of times. This is the severed foot of some large bird. For whatever reason, someone has enchanted it, making it capable of casting the spell magic missile for a limited number of times. 600's not bad. What is this? Divine Censor. When lit, only a limited amount of raised dead in it, which the nameless one can do. That's stupid. What a silly item for an immortal player character. What's an Angelus Eye? This looks equipable. +1 AC versus missiles and blunt, and I detect traps. Vaco +1. At first glance, this glass eye seems a poor replacement for a real one. However, when inserted into an empty eye socket facing inwards, its power awakens. Although although the eye dulls the wearer to colors and sights, it increases his awareness of angles and shapes, giving the wearer increased accuracy with weapons and giving him a greater chance of dodging incoming missile attacks. Furthermore, mechanical traps stand out to the wearer's vision, making it easier to spot and disarm them. The user becomes more vulnerable to crushing attacks, however. Some of the fragility of the glass eye seems to be transferred to its wearer. No. We'll just take this magic missile for an emergency. 5 charges of magic missile. Fucking, why don't you just put a gun to my head and take the money right out of my purse?
All right.
Thanks, loser. Hey, Wags.
I'm
Ooh.
gone.
Oh, right. That's a shitty dagger we don't want. Village thug, what about this? It's got to be somewhere to sleep. It's a village. Small dwelling. You see a ragged man clad in patchwork clothes. He reeks of smoke and trash and has a yellowish cast to his skin. He looks askew to you. What do you want from me, Cutter? Just some questions. Who are you? Ain't important, Cutter. Slipped twixt the cracks too long ago, or maybe that was me dad. One way or another, me just another one trying to make a living. Yeah, great. Can I sleep here? Trying to make a living. What's it look like? Only I keep getting asked questions, and it's stopping me from that. Shut up. Goodbye.
All right.
How the hell do I get out of here? Right here. Oh, the lady that cut up bodies. We've established they don't mind me rummaging through everything. Battle axe, I think, is worth a couple bucks.
All right.
Can I rest here, Marta? Marta home, Marta sleep here. You can sleep if and you want. Yes, I don't think Marta have a problem. Does you, Marta? She shakes her head. No, Marta, I don't think it does. Hey, that's great. Just set my alarm clock. It will. Well, we've got full HP. Now I'm not nearly as scared to go into the catacombs. What's this? It looks like someone parked this cart here long ago. Okay.
All right.
Those guards were guarding something. That's probably the way into the catacombs. Farod's not here. Maybe Farod's in the catacombs right now. The guard narrows his eyes and looks your way as you approach. What's through this archway? Farod and his court, Cutter. Mind yourself in there and watch your tongue. He's in a foul mood as ever. Great. I don't even remember why I need to talk to him. Oh, he's the one that delivered me. So he's either my friend or my enemy.
I'm gone.
Maybe he'll join, actually. We have room for 3 more fellas. Guy's a little arrogant. He's got his own little shitter palace in Junktown. Oh, he's old. Before he was an elderly man leaning heavily upon a crutch. He has no face. He won't join. His left leg is twisted as if he tried to walk 2 directions at once and paid the price. His maggoty-colored skin is bunched heavily upon his skull and is flecked with liver spots. He's mumbling and smacking his lips as his eyes make a circuit of the room. Hello.
Updated my journal.
I said hello to him. I've updated my journal. Aha. The man's eyes light up as he hears your voice. Tisn't my steady crop of jink come to Farod's waiting arms again. Greetings, corpse. He smiles a wicked grin. Have you come to ask Farod for another jaunt into the mortuary walls? Are the arrangements all in order to kill me? I've been told that you know something about me. Know something about you? The latent Farod's eyes dims. He studies you, mumbling slightly as his eyes flicker up and down your frame. Corpse? No. Yes? His eyes meet yours. No. What is it, Farod? Farod studying you with a dead even gaze. 'Tisn't a mummer's fair, corpse. No time for games. No time for Farod to play the wheel. What are you asking such questions for? Truth, I forgot myself when I was told to seek you out. Farod licks his lips. They make a rasping sound like dry parchment on sand. Now, who told you such a thing, corpse? No one told me exactly. There's these tattoos on my back. He would have seen the tattoos if I got delivered recently. So little said, so much told. He falls silent, and suddenly you have a feeling that Farod is dissecting you like a corpse on a mortuary slab. I know much you would know. Much, yes. Much indeed. Farod smiles slowly, the folds of flesh in his face peeling back like a curtain. What do you know of me? He licks his lips, then settles himself upon his crutch like a vulture. No, not free, the question you ask. His pasty white hands tap the edge of his crutch. Much I can tell you, but the telling has a cost. I bet you this is going to involve the catacombs. Go on. Tell me more. He taps the flagstones with his crutch and sneers. This village is not all that lies buried beneath Ragpicker Square. Yeah. Chambers, vaults, corridors filled with the dead, all asleep in their coffins. Somewhere in those halls, somewhere there, lies something misplaced, something mine. What is it? A small thing, a trinket, such a trifle. As Farad speaks, his words start echoing, as if two people were speaking. You know you've heard them before, from your own lips. It's a sphere made of bronze, ugly. Feels like an egg to the touch, and it smells of rotten custard, am I right? He falls deathly silent, then nods, yes. How much do you hide from me, corpse? He chuckles. Did you return to see if I remember what it is I want? Do you know where the sphere is? Ah, Farad's sigh is like shifting sand. And why do you suppose I ask you to look for it, corpse? I do not know where it is. I know it is buried deep, far deeper than any villager has ever gone. He tisks. It may be in the catacombs where the waters run deep. Deep. Why don't you have one of your goons go get it? Because the corridors need no more dead from this village. Strong, fast, clever. These are qualities my villagers do not have. They go below. They do not return. He glances at you. Perhaps the dead will welcome their own. That is what I think, corpse. Okay. Do you know where it is? Waters run deep. Very well. But I want to know what I'm buying with this trinket. There's a lot of knowledge rattling around my brain box, corpse. He holds up a withered finger. One of them is this bit of wisdom. Everyone wants something, whether they know it or not. There's much I know about you. Much that you would want to know. Looks like maybe I can slam him with an 18 wisdom truth. Maybe you should tell me what you know, Farad, or I'll pen your name in the dead book with your blood. Truth. Farad's next words are delivered as if he had a chance to memorize them. Then what I know will die with me, corpse. It'll become as ash should I die. Nothing. Nothing for you. Very well. Very well. A deal struck, a deal made. He cracks his crutch sharply against the flagstones. A sphere for a peek inside my brain box. Now, corpse, there's no time to waste. Go to the gate at the south and east and tell those slumbering fools to open it for you. Make haste, make haste.
Updated my journal.
I've updated my journal. I have to make haste. Dear diary. Where's my journal? He squints at you, the folds of flesh coming down almost over his eyes. A journal you had when we spoke last. Has it lost itself? He chuckles dryly. These eyes have not seen it, but keep them peeled I will. I'd love to read such a magnificent work. Right, where do you get your corpses from? Does a mage sell the secrets of his craft? They do. I was just taught how to be a mage. So it is with the collector. Farad frowns, studying you. Perhaps I will tell you, but you must promise that it is for your ears only. I'd have to vow it. I don't care to know that much. I'm not sure if this guy's on the level. When you greeted me, you said something about taking me on a jaunt. What did you mean? You tell me, corpse. Perhaps the dusties that live there are more to your liking than some sweet-bosomed wench? Farad taps his crutch on the floor, the clacking echoing throughout the court. Most forgiving of the dusties to let you stride in and out of there as you please, considering you don't have the decency to stay in the dead book. Yes, I'll have to copy all of this over to my actual journal. I've updated my journal. I wanted to get into the mortuary, but why?
Updated my journal.
I've updated my journal. Farad scoffs. Corpse, you were so bent to get in there, now you spill that you don't even know why you wanted there in the first place? Sometimes it's a wonder why the planes turn. Hey, great. If I was treasure, where would I be? Not there. Next stop, the Catacombs. We can heal for free, so we'd have to get super fucked over. We can pretty much just blow our load on everything we see and then come back to town and sleep, if I'm right. South and east, so it should be here-ish. Right? Guards? There we go. Open this gate. Tear down this wall. The guard gives you a once-over with a bored, half-closed eyes. If you want to use the gate, Bar is your cutter. He nods towards Bar, standing in front of the gate. Okay, great. Goodbye. You see a massive human dressed in cast-off patchwork clothing and reeking of old ale. He's truly huge. It's obvious he was chosen for this job for his brawn, not his brains. What do you want? I need to go inside. He swings the gates open. Then get going, Bergen. Don't waste our time yet. Later, homie. So Gris has a wacky tobacco knife on him. And we're looking for a bronze sphere, a skull. It's not as talkative as Mort. You know what? We'll just leave that one behind then. We've got enough. This grave has been thoroughly desecrated. I guess it makes sense that we'd have to go pretty deep for it not to be shit that the villagers robbed 6 ways from Sunday. Oh, never mind. But yeah, just the skull. You probably got to deliver the whole body to get your money from the Dusties. What are you? A ghoul. I wonder if that's the one that got Gris. An antler axe. Primitive cultures oftentimes use parts of animals as weapons. This appears to be the horns of some creature that have been made into a crude battle axe of sorts. I disagree, but okay. Assume defensive formation. You. Swear at it. You can't yell at ghouls. They have no feelings.
I will hear you. What's up, Chief?
Why don't you go kill yourself? Way ahead of you. I like to imagine ghouls talk like Eeyore. Oh no, you got me.
Sure, why not?
I'm gone.
Well, 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 another ghoul. Going for the kill. $175 experience just for sucker punching a zombie. How are we doing for levels? I'm a level 4 mage. 8,000 to go. Well, good thing we have all that wisdom. Door that maybe will open. What's this? Dead body. The corpse lies motionless. No amount of prodding or poking induces it to say or do anything. I guess it's not a zombie then. Ooh, a gold ring. The exterior of this gold ring is a series of engravings on its surface, but you can't quite make out their significance. Whatever its past purpose, it might be worth quite a few coins. Neat. This card face drips with humidity. It appears to be weeping. Cranium red, not on my fucking watch. Get him. Causing him to explode. His tail is larger than the rest of his body. Oh, it's us. Varguis. Yeah, he made an allusion to stealing the body from one of those guardian golems in the mortuary, and we might be able to. No more city building on Wednesday? No, I don't think we're going to do any more city skylines on Wednesdays, fat cow. This is a few guys. I'm a little worried. We can have Mort taunt the very last one.
What's up?
Just hit the one that you've taunted. And then help your friends.
Damn.
Okay.
Done.
A lot of these guys down here. The villagers didn't mention this.
Yeah.
Want to save my spells in case there's something wacky.
Huh? You dog body.
We're in okay shape.
Die.
Actually, let's give this guy a blood bridge. Try to keep everybody in good shape. That's not too bad.
I'm gone. Done.
I regenerate. I guess if I had a lot more constitution, I'd regenerate more easily, but As you pass one of the twisted stone faces on the walls, it calls out to you in a creaking voice that sounds like the shifting of boulders. Immortal, regard me. I am Glaive. I would have words with you. Hello. How do you know I'm immortal? I see a burning purpose within you. Shall I see many things in the falling dust of these tunnels? You lack something essential, and that keeps you from death's sweet embrace. What did you want to say to me? Listen, this place holds much danger for you. Treachery awaits you on the surface, and your way is long and winding. At the end, you'll find what you've sought. But you may not want it then. Are you some sort of oracle? Oracle? I observe, that is all. I had a question. What did you want to know? How'd you become a wall face? I was once a respected leader of my community in the lower ward. A petty lord sought to increase his power at the expense of my people, my friends, my relatives, and friends, and I spoke against him. And then what? No, this sounds stupid later. And then what? He captured us one by one, and bound our spirits and senses into these screaming faces under the ditch, where all filth and sigil comes eventually. And then he let the polluted waters above flow through our mouths and noses and eyes. Can I help? I'm cursed to remain here until fresh water passes my lips. There is a magical flask of water in the drowned nations. Bring it to me and give me a taste of it, and I shall tell you of someone who can help you unlock its full potential. And you shall never lack for water again. Neat.
Updated my journal.
I've updated my journal. That sounds pretty cool. I do not know. There was an artiste named Chad who frequented these tunnels. He knew. Find him, and he may tell you. Where? Through the dead nations, where the dead walk and rule. Or through the warrens of thought, where many as one holds sway. Neither is without its risks. What are you talking about? The dead have achieved life in their own way. They rule a portion of these catacombs. They struggle with many as one. Okay, so just little sections of the catacombs. Tell me more of the catacombs. They were carved eons ago to house the dead of the city who did not wish the tender ministrations of the dustmen. They have become the refuse ground of the city, where dwell monsters barely seen, where humans prowl like scavengers among the scavengers. Many as one patrols these tunnels, and has turned many against their natures. The dead nations prowl as well, guarding against the depredations of the humans who come among them. Many as one? You've heard of cranium rats. Where they gather, they become more powerful, a shared mind. They and their servants, were-rats, seek mastery of these undertunnels. They war with the dead nations. Huh. All right, well, I'll maybe do that thing you talked about. We got to worry about cranium rats that are super smart. Could you not get in the way more? Appreciate it. Just a bone club. Want to try to finish off each screen as we go. A zombie who's uninjured. Oh man, if he's just going to come by himself, I will wait.
What? I can.
Get him. Easiest fight of my life. Mort's very proud of himself when he beats up baby monsters. You guys check that out? Holy shit, these cranium rats are piling up, huh? I guess just remain calm. We can always go back and sleep at Marta's. Shit, just everybody take a different one. We're going to be at this forever.
Balance in all games.
Yeah, one of the cranium rats knows magic. I think they'll lose it as we kill them, so...
What's up, Chief?
It is I.
What's the word, Chief?
I'm hurt.
Sure, why not?
I'm
I
gone.
will take it. It's a lot of cranium rat tails. I wish that was my lightning. I don't think I know lightning at my level. Maybe. It might be able to level 2 spell slot. Hope there's a shortcut back to the ward. It's a bit of a walk through the trash ones, although I guess really nothing attacked us there. The nameless one's in pretty bad shape.
Done.
Smiling bottle. This is a small bottle with a picture of a smiling face etched into it, probably left behind by the relatives of the deceased as an offering. This bottle contains a liquid of some sort. I need to identify it. We can sleep for free, so we can just mem identify. That was the same thing we did in Baldur's Gate. That's the Antler Club. Crypt of the Embraced. Mosaic Crypt, the Shattered Crypt. Let's do it this way. A were-rat. Holy shit. Well, magic time.
What's up?
What is up? There's a giant rat attacking us, dude.
In endurance.
Yeah.
I hear your words. My weapon is dead.
Target is immune to weapon. Uh-oh. Needs to be silver. Are you serious he's immune to your wacky fucking thought sword?
Huh?
Well, just keep tanking him.
I will hear you. Balance in all things.
It's not working on this thing.
Alright, just took all my magic for the day. Now, were-rat skull, I imagine, would be of some value. I don't have anything. I don't even know where I would get something made out of silver. If we bump into one of those, we have to go back to Marta's. Oh, fucking speak of the devil. Even green steel wouldn't count.
All right.
Sanctuary, open the door. Sanctuary! Not yet. What? If you don't have it, why waste my time? I have something you might be interested in. How's 10 coins sound? Don't think so. 25? 50. Give 50 coins to pass through the gate. Well, shit. So much for sleeping for free. By the way, thanks for locking the door, asshole. I also would assume that Dakin's blade would have hit him. Let's check our inventory.
I'm gone.
What's this, by the way? Not a single piece of silver.
All right.
That just means Mort literally can't do anything. I have a lot of money.
Done.
Like, we can use that gate fairly frequently. Was this Quint's house? No.
All right.
Let's trade. Hey, asshole. I'm still looking. Let's trade. He has a steak knife, iron knuckles, green steel. I don't see a single piece of silver. Would they sell silver up in the city? It's a bone charm. That's just plus AC. Punch daggers. I want to say this. Yeah, this is a polished cobblestone that was lodged in a zombie skull. I want to say this might be for a portal. Negative token. Oh, that was that weird planewalker gave it to us. Look at these. We have 20 of them. Dirty rat charms are... Not really impressed with anything this guy is for sale. But we did need to sleep. We'll just have to hope that the place isn't made out of were-rats.
I'm gone.
Oh, would you fuck off? Open the gate. Wonder if a thief can just pick that lock.
All right.
It's a thought sword in that Dakon's sword is made out of a weird material he forges with his mind. Not a thought sword in that he like uses it to hit trashy women. Although I guess if we were attacked by trashy women.
Your reasons for your incessant clicking are not known to me.
You blathering idiot.
My weapon is having no effect.
Yep, the default weapon doesn't hurt a were-rat. Well, let's just go. It is I, Mantuak. Hello, he's blue. You see a half-man, half-rat hybrid. Its red eyes gleam with a certain cunning, and the voice that issues from its mouth is oily and insinuating. So a biped comes, willing, to the halls of many as one. What do you want, man? And where do you intend to go? Step lightly, intruder, and speak the truth to Mantuak. I came from the very village I was exploring. The village. Refresh my mind. The scavengers, yes. Have you come to scavenge? Yes, but there's nothing in this chamber pot worth scavenging. No, I have not. Then your answer forces Mantuak to inquire. Why are you here? A wrong turn, a bad step, a succession of mistakes, yes. Have you come seeking me, or many as one? Or perhaps you simply do not know why you're here. You'll explain this to me now. Who is many as one? You're truly ignorant, yes. Clear it is that you've come here in error. You shall not leave. He raises his hands and smoke pours from his fingers. What are you doing? Wizard shit? Some wizard shit.
All right.
Do you guys have any silver weapons hiding here? Because that'd be fucking just wonderful. Crescent hatchet. This huge hatchet has a crescent-shaped head. Although an intimidating weapon, it looks more decorative than functional. Not only is it extremely heavy, but the balance is poor and the edge is dull and pitted. Well, shit. Whose dick do I gotta suck for a silver weapon? I don't know why he gave us the laughy gas and just moved us inside the town. Well, their shitty rat tunnels. Hey! This seems to be a standard variety mace. This mace interests me.
What's up, Chief?
The flesh knows that your will be done.
Get out of the way, nameless one.
Done.
We're just gonna have to put it on and hope it's not for baddies. He's a fighter. You're a fighter mage, right? I can't use it until it's identified. I don't even have a scroll of identify, do I? Can I rest in a dungeon? Is there a resting button? There we go. Now, can I change my spells while resting? I just need 2 identifies. I need 2 identifies. Blood Bridge is kind of shitty. Let's just ditch Blood Bridge for now. Oh. Power of 1, power of 1. He has some other things he could equip. Scripture of Steel. +1 to hit. No. Do you have anything that makes your sword magical? Vilcor's eye is branded upon the ones who is foolish enough to cross the caster. Vilcor's short-sightedness becomes the target's vision, and soon the world is muddled and dark. If the creature fails its saving throw, -1 penalty. The creature will be struck with blindness now. Scripture of Steel. +1 hit, +1 saving throws. No. Yeah, we don't. Fart. Give me a couple identifies. There we go. It's too dangerous to rest here. Whoops.
All right.
The door's locked. This bored-looking were-rat seems glad of any excuse to leave it to tedium. What do you want, meat? I'd like to talk to. I have 18 wisdom. You want to talk, eh? Well, you'll get no conversation from old Raymond, that's for sure. Okay. I want to talk about my options and leaving. What would make it worth our while to disobey Manwalk and risk the wrath of the rates, Think about it. I'm just going to assume that the largest story option is always the wisdom one. I could just talk to... Yeah, I could have like a thought duel with Dakan and hope that enchants his sword. I'm clearly a danger to you, and yet I'm speaking to you as an equal. Do you really think that these walls can hold me if I put my mind to it? I suggest without threatening you that it's in your best interest to let me go. That sounds like a good way to do it. Never much cared for Mantuak's bossery anyways. He unlocks the door, opens it, and steps aside. Now get out of here before I can't pretend I don't see you no longer. Okay.
Knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Well, good for you.
My blade has changed.
Hey, his weapon has changed. That might have been what we needed. Thank you, wisdom. AC2, the lower the number. Jesus. That seems really good. What's the deal with this sword? Dekon Zert's blade, the chained blade. Enchanted +1, perfect. He just had to level up. Now we're not trapped. Thanks for the help, homies.
I hear your words.
What's the word, Chief? You father of
Get him.
trolls. Bite's not working on this thing. 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 Bite's not
His bite's not working on this thing. Oh, they're just coming out of the fucking woodwork. Poor nameless one. He just has to watch.
I'm scum. Bite's not working on this thing. 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 Bite's not working on this. Damn it. Bite's not working on this thing.
You know, I would be surprised if you could get Mort's silver teeth. Inventory full. All right, Mort, take over for me.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
I want to say these skulls are maybe worth something. Everyone's dropping one.
Huh?
Maybe
Okay.
we'll find a were-rat skull collector. All right, no, we can actually survive against were-rats now. That was very close.
All right.
Just a little old rat. 2 were-rats at the same time concerns me, so let's peel out of this. Holy shit, that's a lot of craniums.
What? Plain swine.
Balance in all things.
Get him.
Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working
I'm
on
glad
this
we have
thing.
to listen to Mort say it the whole time.
Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on this thing. Damn it. Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on this thing. Bite's not working on this thing.
That did take a while.
Good as done.
Clot Charm, I guess, will keep him in action, though, right?
I'm gone.
Good hustle, everybody. Now, that many Cranium Rats, for sure, is going to know magic. And there's a Were-Rat helping him. What level am I? I think I just hit 4 or 5. I'm level 4. I don't have any ranged attacks. No, yes I do. Pull 1, see how many come to join the party. Well, he exploded, so none.
What's the word, Chief?
Oh, shit.
Done.
Now, that's the way out. And I want those Cranium Rats. Mort's Teeth get upgraded at 5. How we doing, homie? Oh, he is right there, too. We just gotta pull a couple 100 XP out of our ass.
Good as done.
Hello? Ooh, scroll of Ball Lightning. Level 3. I'm a level 3 mage. Hopefully I'll hang on to that. Take that and that.
I'm gone.
Yoink. And then I think just to be safe, because I think there's a chance it'll fail, copy spell to spell book. Da-da-da-dum. It's a level 3 spell, isn't it? I actually am 2 stat. I can't cast level 3. Do I have the Severed Arm? I saw a Severed Arm. I didn't keep it, I think. I guess by the nature of like the way portals work is I have to hang on to random items, don't I?
All right.
The deformity of the bone suggests that this was a were-rat who displeased its masters.
All right.
Yeah. Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you look good.
It is I.
Your face is just begging to be kicked. Pike's not working on this thing. Damn it. Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's
The
not
clock sings.
We gotta hurry it up here, homie.
Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not working on this thing.
Might have to use some clot charms here. He's near death.
Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not.
The clock sings true.
These stinkers. Damn it. Damn it.
Holy shit! Sorry, Mort.
Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not working on this thing. Hanging on by a thread, but Pike's not working on this
I
thing.
hear your words.
Damn it.
Holy Christ. Just a single rat shooting lightning out of its mouth. Almost fucked Mort right up.
All right.
Oh boy, we pulled some more.
What? Sure, why not?
I will hear you. Your will be done.
We're fine, we're fine. Doesn't this heal? No, it's temporary HP. Okay, okay. Use it. There, he'll live.
Balance. I shall serve.
Oh, there's a few of them.
It is I. Endure.
Just drop them before they go all Harry Potter on us.
What's up, Chief?
I hear your words.
What's the word, Chief?
Die.
What's up?
Okay, how the hell are you not leveled up yet? He needs 200 XP.
All right. Done.
It's a lot of cranium rat tails. We're in kind of bad shape, though. We do need to get the hell out of here and heal, I'm sure. Mort, especially. Jesus Christ, no wonder they do lightning.
I will hear you. Don't just follow.
Die.
Incredibly evasive rats. There we go.
All right.
Grab that, little fella. What was in here? Do you recognize anything from D&D? I play 5th edition, so some of this is not super common. I knew of cranium rats, but they've never come up in any of my 5th edition campaigns. What the hell's the way out? Oh, right here. Well, if we wanted to top ourselves off,
I'm gone.
specifically Mort. Well, I guess we're also trying to identify some stuff, aren't we? I
What?
think Mort can peel this one off.
She has the personality of a patch of
Balance
raisin
in all
bud,
things.
twice as ugly.
I'm gone.
Pike's
Oh,
not
no.
working on this thing. Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not working on this
Yeah,
thing.
we're just gonna start throwing spells.
Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's not working on this thing. Looks like my skills have increased.
+1 fist. Whoops, that's
What's up, Chief?
use this.
Her face is just begging to be kicked. Pike's not working on this thing. Pike's
Nope.
not working on
Wait,
this
wait. Maybe I have to quick. Maybe if I take the Ingress teeth out of his inventory. Mort's a bite. It doesn't say +1. Is he? Yeah, he's 5.
thing. Pike's not working on this thing. Hey, come on. Hey.
Select
Pike's
use.
not working on this thing.
I want you to become a magical weapon. The teeth rattle about wildly when suddenly settle down. After a brief moment, they begin to emit a soft magical glow. Problem solved. Are you even hitting him? Yes.
Done.
Alright, good teamwork, everybody. Now we can actually fight were-rats.
Done.
What's the word, Chief? You know, if I gotta slam my eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna puke.
I'm gone.
Alright, good luck, guys. I'm just gonna explore. The tables in this room have seen some hard use. Okay. This place is a lot more manageable now. Let's actually grab that guy right outside that was giving us some grief.
What's up?
There you are.
What a perfectly good waste of arms and legs.
All right.
What did you have? Shitty dagger? No thanks. So let's check the levels. I'm nowhere near a level. He just leveled recently, didn't he?
In
Yeah.
enduring, grow
Mort,
strong.
like Latin for death.
Yeah, he's fucking. It's gonna be a long time before he levels up again. I'm feeling brave. Let's go back in there.
Done.
This door's locked.
Failed. 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 Failed.
I hear your word. Your will be done. I cannot force this.
Done.
Yep, that's a tough door for tough guys. Oh, where did you come from?
Women are the reason I became a monk. You stupid yabo.
Stupid yabo.
Done.
Actually, I should see if I want his treasure. I do. 6 coins for my trouble. Where at? That actually, I think they're all the same.
We should get some female zombie. You know, if I could click you, you wouldn't know a moment's peace. What's up?
The taunt seems really fucking strong.
Even 50 swigs of brandy wouldn't make you. Damn it.
Seems true.
Huh?
All right.
Though this old drilling machine appears partially functional upon closer inspection, its innards have been cannibalized for parts. Oh. I will get the rat, because you never
What?
know.
I will hear you.
Filthy stinkers.
I'll search for more clues over here. Oh, I won't.
See that? What's up? Sure, why not? What's the word, Chief? You leatherhead.
Done.
I'll search for clues this way.
You see that?
I'll search for treasure, actually, in their bodies. No. Well, we can just come back if we need the skulls, I guess, but they don't stack, so I'm not in a rush to grab them.
What's up?
Balance. in
Keep
all
one for
things.
portal purposes, I suppose. Hello?
Yeah?
It is I.
Joke on a bone, you witless ape. Did you see that?
It's a super rat. We gotta go.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
You know, eyeballs against you one more second, I'm gonna beat you.
I'm gone.
I hear you. Your path is mine.
What?
I will hear you.
You dog's body. Ass.
Oh! Oh! Mort, you piece of shit. We're supposed to taunt him.
Sod.
I have a magical power for this. Raise dead. Right?
Damn it.
Alright, he's not supposed to be fighting anymore. What do you say we go sleep? Holy Christ.
What's the word, Chief? Okay.
Balance in all. Your path is mine.
Oh, his body's still there, I think. Isn't it? Where's all your stuff? There it is. Get the hell out of there. Yeah, we'll take a Drowned Nation's Catacombs, so we gotta get down there. But we gotta fucking go sleep because wowie. And I want to identify that shit, so.
Done.
Worth the 50 coins because we keep finding like rings and stuff. I'm kind of tempted to bamboozle him with 40 coins, but you know what? Yeah, this is kind of fucking highway robbery, so no. What about these 50 coppers? Actually, you know what? If he finds out, he might get mad. Oh, can I maybe just blackmail him forever? Have him reach for it. Grab it, it's yours. He reaches through the grate for the coins you hold out. Here you go. I'm feeling too generous to trick him. Sleep that shit off, because holy Christ did we need to. One day and 8 hours. Yeah, zero surprise there. All right, let's identify. You guys have to give me the things. Where's that wacky jar I found? Uh-oh. Where's the smiling jar? Maybe I left it in somewhere. Oops. How do I cast the spell quickly? Oh, I'm dumb. Like this? Where's the item now? Who'd I give it to? A Betsu mace. Made from ore found only in the wastelands of Avernus, Batzu have created a metal called Batorian green steel. Metals produced from this metal are lighter and stronger than those forged of ordinary steel and tend to inflict greater damage. Although produced in great quantities for the Blood Wars, weapons such as these are rarely found outside of Bator. Was that it? 3 to 9 crushing? Is that for you? No, because this is magical. Additional... Memorize 1 additional first level mage spell. Neat. That was a very mediocre, unidentified weapon, though. I'm selling that mace.
I'm gone.
No, I don't have it yet. Let's trade. I don't think it's magical. I think it just has a higher hit chance. Goodbye. Left arm 485. This doesn't look magical. Not usable by mages. We only need 1 jagged knife. Alright, we have $2,000 redues now. We are making money every time. Yeah, I can imagine that Dakan just never has to worry about that shit again. You know what? I think I'm just going to give him a bunch of magic missile. That's weird. Oh, by its nature, the sword gives him an extra slot. Okay.
I shall serve.
What's up? Sure, why not?
I'm gone. Done.
Kind of want to look for some more spell scrolls when I'm back in town, because Chromatic Orb's okay, but a little flexibility never hurt. Let's go in there. I think we're almost done the cranium rat part.
I'm gone.
Shattered Crypt, Crypts of the Embraced, Mosaic Crypt. So there's supposedly one that should be filled with undead ghouls and shit. That's probably where Grizz died. Alright, that's where I was trapped. Oh, sorry, this is where I was trapped. And then this was made out of cranium rats. We can just bum rush them, I think. I'm going to try to. Oh, there's some were-rats respawned on us.
I'm gone.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Huh?
Get this one off me, homie.
Filthy sluts.
I hear your words.
Damn it.
Perfect.
All right.
Gonna grab this.
Done.
Weapon is good. It'll be enchanted +1. Okay, okay. Oh, no. I don't have an AoE. Just start punching, guys.
What?
I will hear you.
Think this is the room you warned me about? I'm just gonna hope they auto-attack. Yep, they are.
I'm hurt.
They're not casting anything. Run for your life, by the way. You're in shit shape.
Did you see that? What's up, Chief?
Balance in all things.
Look, you guys with your high hit rate. That fucking rat bit him for 4.
What's the word, Chief?
Help me out here. Dakin's having some trouble.
What's up? Okay.
Oh, you guys stand there so I can grab all the rat tails. This is going to take a while. I don't think it has that ground loot merging like Baldur's Gate did. I'm amazed they did not cast a spell on me. Jesus. I forget how much Phineas said that he'd pay me. It should be in our journal, I guess, wouldn't it? We got a little fucked up there again. Oh, let's check my journal. My journal. Ha-da-bum-bum. Cranium rats. Nothing from Phineas. There's a bunch there. That's where the were-rat and the other cranium rats were.
All right.
Well, there's a few of you. He takes the rat tails one at a time? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Done.
You father of trolls. Damn it.
Princess Folly.
Damn it.
Well, I'm going to take your word for it and not do it then, Nick. Get the hell out of there.
Huh? You father of trolls. You sod.
It is I.
Done. I'm gone.
What? Good as done. You gotta face only a sledgehammer can love.
Endure.
And has.
In
What's up,
enduring,
Chief?
grow strong.
All right.
A single copper, so I should just sell them to a merchant.
Done.
Legbone club not enchanted, not usable by mages, might I add.
What's the word? Okay.
I wonder what the range is on this, like I can pull with it.
You father of trolls.
The answer is
I
yes.
hear your words.
Let's fire off one chromatic orb. I don't know. Oh, right, because I have the identifies mem. Well, goodbye.
What's up?
I will hear you.
You gotta face only a sledgehammer can love.
Whoop.
Balance.
Yes.
Your path is mine.
Yeah. Plain swine.
It is I.
All right.
All right.
We're doing pretty well, but the fights are a little ho-hum as for what's happening. Let's group up again, fellas. Keep your eye out for journal updates. Hey, a small bottle, again, of something. I have an identify left.
I'm gone.
What the hell is in this one? Merc. Invokes Black Sphere. Oh, am I so wise I don't need to cast Identify? I can just look at them? This is a small bottle containing some dark liquid. The liquid contained within seems to be thicker and blacker than ordinary liquid. The blackness of the liquid is so dark that light seems to be absorbed into the liquid. It casts Black Sphere, which I'm guessing is like some sort of shadow spell for sneaking. We did a number on this district,
gone.
though. All that's left is the Cranium Rat gangbang over here. Oh man, there's actually a lot more bang than gang in there. Just, let's go, fellas. You know what? They can just keep that XP now that I think about it. Let's just be on our way. Well, where the hell's the guy? Where's many as one?
What? She has the personality of a patch of razor vine.
All right.
Twice as ugly. What's up,
In
Chief?
knowing
Sure,
the
why not?
teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger. Endure.
He leveled up again.
Enduring, grow strong.
Did you see that?
It's kind of impressive. Spell memorization is increased, and he got 3 hit points. Give him another magic missile. And then, well, all he knows is power of 1. I'm guessing if I talk to him, he'll learn some new rings.
I'm gone.
Maybe they were. Cranium Rat Collective, okay. That's probably where many as one lives. And I think we need to deal with them. There might have been a way to sweet talk my way through this, but we got some good XP. Didn't I just go through here?
What's the word, Chief?
I hear your words.
Done.
Foxy bastard. What's up?
He passed the check.
You father of trolls.
I'm gone.
I gotta get the fuck out of there. Okay.
I will hear you.
You father of trolls.
Perfect.
Sure, why not?
Anything I can sell? 6 copper coins. Wowie.
I'm gone.
Alright. I fucking swore we just cleaned this place up.
What?
Balance in all things.
Done.
Oh, you alley-bred dog. What's up, Chief? Good as done.
I hope the group sharing it, Nameless One, isn't getting fucked out of everything. Okay. Many is one. A voice that sounds like the anguished pain of thousands echoes through your skull. The voice sounds curiously subdued with an undercurrent of incredible anger. Murderer, we ask that you leave our halls. We do not wish more battle with you. If you will perform a favor for us, we can perform a service for you, and we can go our ways in peace. What do you want me to do? Prove yourself worthy of trust. Go to the halls of the walking dead. Kill the silent king. Oh, no. What could you possibly offer me? We have much to offer. Safe passage, the lives of your friends. You'll have to offer something more. We have much else to offer. Secrets, wealth, magic. The dead within these tombs had much with them when they died. Why don't you do it? The dead, entrenched are they. Difficult to harm. Their silent king, a mystery he is. We do not like such mysteries. We strike when we can succeed without doubt. The silence king makes us doubt. Maybe. You're this little fella? I'll consider it.
Updated my journal.
You're wise to accept our dictates. Journey to the halls of the dead, strike down their silent ruler, return here, and we shall discuss reward. Goodbye. These must be like other rats or something. Because otherwise, it's just one little fucking dude. Hey, do you want to chit-chat, by the way?
What is your will?
He turns to you, his eyes like polished coal. His blade mirrors his eyes for a moment as you address him, then he nods. What did you seek? I want to know. Whoops, sorry. Whoops, other one.
What is your will?
There are things I would know. I had some questions about the Gazeri. Can you tell me of the Gazeri people? We've spoken about this before. I had some questions about your language. Can you teach me the ways in which your people speak? Know that the speech of the people has its foundation in history. All things restore to us. Metaphor is a tool and an inspiration of the strength. Know, when we speak of Torg's table, we remember that Torg was noted for the hospitality and goodwill. When we speak of Selquin's heart, we recall the lecherous and cruel nature of Selquin. Will you teach me?
Updated my journal.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dakan teaches you some of the common forms of speech. A wise man is said to have wrote the Book of the Anarchs, while to accuse another of treason is to remember Vilcour's eye. It is said of generous people that their cupboards are bare. Common greetings include Hail, Sword Ringer, and Zurkai's kin bow to you, to which one should respond, and the traveler is pleased. Dakan is a skilled teacher. After his instruction, you feel capable of exchanging proper greetings with other Githzeri. Neat. Other questions? Can we talk about your teachings? Can you teach me anything of the art? Know that the way of the people is not the same as the art you have come to know. It is not the energy that gives strength. It is the knowing, the self, that gives strength. The teachings of Zerthaman speak of such things. Would you teach me the ways of Zerthaman? Do you know what you have asked? The texture of Dakan's blade flows until it becomes a stone. To walk the path of Zerthaman, you must know of the people. The knowing of such things by one not of the people is a difficult matter. There are those not of the people who have heard the way of Zerthaman, but they do not know the way. I want to know of the people and know Zerthiman's teaching. I believe there's wisdom to be learned in such things.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal. Know that I have heard your words, and I shall test them. To learn, you must know the people. To know the people, you must know the unbroken circle of Zerthiman. Dakan holds up the stone disc in his possessions, and his spider-like fingers hook into its sides. There is a click, and the plates of the circle slide into a new configuration. He reverses the motion, sealing the stone. Know the first circle of Zerthiman is open to you. Study it. Then I will hear your words. I will read the first circle. In the meantime, I will examine it and speak with you again.
It is I.
All right, we'll use it. The small round stone is the unbroken circle of Zerthiman. It is made up of a series of interlocking circles. Unlock the first plate as he showed me. You mirror the motions that Dakan made upon the circle, and the plates give way at your touch, the rings sliding into a new configuration. Upon the rings are a series of symbols. The script is like no writing you've ever seen. It is a series of interlocking geometrics, with circles predominating. Just looking at it, you know the symbols, and know you can read them. Okay, good. Know that we are the first people. Once all was chaos. The first people were thought drawn from chaos. When the first people came to know themselves, they were chaos no longer and became flesh. With their thoughts and knowing of matter, the people shaped the first world and dwelled there with their knowing to sustain them. Okay. Yet the flesh was new to the people, and with it the people came not to know themselves. The flesh gave rise to new thoughts, greed and hates, pains and joys, jealousies and doubts. All of these fed on each other, and the minds of the people were divided. In their division, the people were punished. The emotions of the flesh were strong. The greed and hates, the pains and joys, the jealousies and doubts. All of these served as a guiding stone to enemies. In becoming flesh, the first people became enslaved to those who knew flesh only as tools for their will. Know these beasts were the Illithids. Mind flayers. These Illithids were a race that had come not to know themselves. They had learned how to make other races not know themselves. They were the tentacled ones. They lived in flesh and saw flesh as tools for their will. Their blood was as water, and they shaped minds with their thoughts. When the Illithids came upon the people were a people no more. The people became slaves. The Illithids took the people from the first word and brought them to the false worlds. The first world. As the people labored upon the false worlds, the Illithids taught them the way of the flesh. Through them, the people came to know loss. They came to know suffering. They came to know death, both of the body and the mind. They came to know what it is to be the hurt of another and have their flesh consumed. They came to know the horror of being made to feel joy in such things. The unbroken circle is the knowing of how the people lost themselves and how they came to know themselves again. All right. Let's see if he quizzes us.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong. What is your will?
There are things I would know. Can I talk about your teachings? I have read the Unbroken Circle of Zerthiman. I want to speak to you about the ways of Zerthiman. What did you come to know? I learned that your people were once the slaves to the Illithids. Well, that's true. They become a tool for others. But I think I have to say no, or he doesn't believe me. I believe that once someone does not know themselves, they're lost. They become a tool for others, yes. Da-da-da-da. You have come to know the first circle of Zerthiman. You not only see the words of Zerthiman, you have come to know them. Dakan holds up the circle and hooks his fingers around the edges. There is a click, and the plates of the circle slide into a new configuration. Know the second circle of Zerthiman is open to you. Study it, and then I will hear your words. Okay. I wonder if the rat's okay with this. There's a lot of wacky shit to be learned.
I hear your words.
Second circle. You slide the plates in the configuration and a new ring is revealed. Know that flesh cannot mark steel. Know that steel may mark flesh. In knowing this, Zerthiman became free. Know that the tentacled ones were flesh. They relied on the flesh and used it as tools for their will. One of the places where flesh served their will was the fields of Husks on the false worlds of the Illithids. The fields were where the bodies of the people were cast after the Illithids had consumed their brains. When the brain had been devoured, the husks came to be fertilizer to grow the poison-stemmed grasses of the illithids. Zerthiman worked the fields with no knowing of himself or what he had become. He was a tool of flesh, and the flesh was content. It was upon these fields that Zerthiman came to know the scripture of steel. During one of the turnings, as Zerthiman tilled the fields with his hands, he came across a husk whose brain remained within it. It had not been used as food, yet it was dead. Tell me more. The thought that one of the husks had died a death without serving as food for the illithids was a thought Zerthiman had difficulty understanding. From that thought came a desire to know what had happened to the husk. Embedded in the skull of the husk was a steel blade. It had pierced the bone. Zerthiman realized that was what had killed the husk. The steel had marked the flesh, but the flesh had not marked the steel. Zerthiman took the blade and studied its surface. In it, he saw his reflection. It was in the reflection of the steel that Zerthiman first knew himself. Its edge was sharp. Its will the wearer's. It was the blade that would come to be raised against Gith when Zerthiman made the pronouncement of the two skies. Zerthiman kept the blade for many turnings, and many were the thoughts he had about it. He used it in those fields to aid his work. In using it, he thought about how it was not used. The illithids were powerful. Zerthiman had believed that there was nothing that they did not know, yet the illithids never carried tools of steel. They only used flesh as tools. Everything was done through flesh, for the tentacled ones were made of flesh, and they knew flesh, yet steel was superior to flesh. When the blade had killed the husk, it was the flesh that had been weaker than the steel. It was then that Zerthiman came to know that flesh yielded to steel. In knowing that, he came to know that steel was stronger than the illithids. Okay. Steel became the scripture of the people. Know that steel is the scripture by which the people came to know freedom. Okay.
What is your will?
I've read the second circle. I learned that not knowing something can be a tool, just like flesh and steel, if upon encountering it, if you attempt to know its nature and how it came to be. Da-da-da-da. You have seen the words, and you have seen beyond them. You have come to know the second circle of Zerthiman. He takes the circle, and with a deft motion, he twists one of the links. So one of the plates slides forth, but strangely enough, the stone still appears intact. He hands the plate to you. Meditate upon this teaching, and be knowing of it, and the knowing of it shall give you strength. When you have absorbed it, you shall know more. I will study this circle, yet I will still know more of Zerthiman's teachings. He twisted clockwise, the links clicking until they have settled into a new configuration. The next circle is upon me. I will read it.
I feel
I will
stronger.
hear you.
I'm leveling up from all this jibber-jabber. The third circle. You slide the plates, the ring, read the third circle. Zerthiman labored many turnings for the illithid, Arlathi twice deceased, and his partnership in the cavernous heavens of the false worlds. His duties would have broken the backs of many others, but Zerthiman labored on, suffering torment and exhaustion. It came to pass that the illithid, Arlathi twice deceased, ordered Zerthiman before him in his many-veined Galleria. He claimed that Zerthiman had committed slights of obstinance and cowardice against his partnership. The claim had no weight of truth, for Arlathi only wished to know if flames raged within Zerthiman's heart. He wished to know if Zerthiman's heart was one of a slave or a rebel. Tell me more. Zerthiman surrendered to the illithid punishment rather than reveal his newfound strength. He knew that were he to show the hatred in his heart, it would serve nothing, and it would harm others that felt as he. He chose to endure the punishment, and was placed within the pillars of silence so he might suffer for a turning. Lashed upon the pillars, Zerthiman moved his mind to a place where pain could not reach, leaving his body behind. He lasted a turning, and when he was brought before Arlathi twice deceased, he gave gratitude for his punishment to the illithid, as was custom. In doing so, he proved himself a slave in the illithid eyes, while his heart remained free. By enduring and quenching the fires of his hatred, he allowed Arlathi twice deceased to think him weak. When the time of the rising came, Arlathi was the first of the illithid to know death by Zerthiman's hand and die a third death. Huh.
What is your will?
Think I learned some more stuff. In enduring, grow strong. That's literally what he says. The words you speak seem to strike Dakan strangely. As you speak them, his forehead creases, then resettles into its normal, passive expression. Your will has brought you the knowing of the third circle of Zerthaman. With this knowing, I impart this to you. He takes the circle and with a deft motion takes out a little slide. Meditate upon its teachings, and the knowing of it shall give you strength. Is there more you can teach me? As you ask the words, you suddenly notice that Dakan isn't looking at you. He is holding the unbroken circle in his hand, studying it. His blade is taken on the same texture as the unbroken circle, and he suddenly seems older. Dakan? His black eyes rise from the circle and look at you. Know that I did not believe you would come to know the teachings of the circle. It is a difficult path you will walk in learning the way of Zerthaman. Is your mind focused on this matter? Somewhat. His fingers feel around the edges of the stone circle, and he twists it clockwise. He then reverses the motion, resetting the stone. The next circle is open to you. I will read it.
On the blasted plains, Zerthamon told Gith that there cannot be two skies. In the wake of his words came war.
Okay. The fourth circle. I know the symbols. Let's get in there. Know that the rising of the people against the Illithid was a thing built upon many 10 turnings of labor. Many of the people were gathered and taught in secret the ways of defeating their Illithid masters. They were taught to shield their minds and use them as weapons. They were taught the scripture of steel, and most importantly, they were given the knowing of freedom. Some of the people learned the nature of freedom and took it into their hearts. The knowing gave them strength. Others feared freedom and kept silent. But there were those that knew freedom and knew slavery, and it was their choice that the people remained chained. One of these was Vilquar. Vilquar saw no freedom in the rising, but opportunity. He saw that the Illithid had spawned across many of the false worlds. Their worlds numbered so many that their vision was turned only outwards, to all that they did not already touch. Vilquar's eye saw that much took place that the Illithid did not see. To the rising, the Illithid were blinded. Vilquar came before his master, the Illithid, Zijardis, with the knowing of the rising. Vilquar added to his chains and offered to be their eyes against the rising in exchange. Vilquar asked that he be rewarded for his service. The Illithid agreed to his contract. At the bonding of the contract, a dark time occurred. Many were the betrayals Vilquar committed, and many were the people that the Illithids fed upon to stem the rising. It seemed that the rising would die before it could occur, and the Illithid were pleased with Vilquar's eye. It was near the end of this dark time when Zerthaman came to know Vilquar's treacheries. In knowing Vilquar's eye, Zerthaman forced the rising to silence itself so that Vilquar might think at last his treacheries had succeeded, and the rising had fallen. He knew that Vilquar's eye was filled only with the reward he had been promised. He would see what he wished to see. With greed beating in his heart, Vilquar came upon the Illithid Zijardis and spoke to his master of his success. He said that the rising had fallen, and the Illithids were safe to turn their eyes outwards once more. He praised their wisdom in using Vilquar's eye, and he asked them for his reward. In his greed blindingness, Vilquar had forgotten the knowing of why the people had sought freedom. He had lost the knowing of what slavery meant. He had forgotten what his Illithid masters saw when they looked upon him. And so Vilquar's betrayal of the people was ended with another betrayal. Vilquar came to know that when Vilquar's eye had nothing left to see, Vilquar's eye was useless. The Illithid gave to Vilquar his reward, opening the cavity of his skull and devouring his brain. Vilquar's corpse was cast upon the fields of Husks, so its blood might water the poison-stemmed grasses. All right, I think the lesson there was don't be a little bitch.
What is your will?
Teachings. I read another circle. When one chooses to see only what is before them, they see only a part of the whole. They're blind. And just as Vilquar was blinded by his promised reward, so were the Illithids blinded to the true rising. For when they had heard Vilquar's words, they turned their sight outwards again, didn't they? And the rising was free to strike. When one chooses to see without knowing, they betray themselves. I think it's this one. 1500, wowie. Know that you speak truly. Vilquar's eye blinded both Vilquar and the Illithids, the tentacled ones who thought the rising to be no more. When the rising occurred, the ground drank deep of Illithid blood. So was victory born from treachery. It's a curious lesson. Why would it be part of the teachings of Zerthaman? His blade bleeds into a dead night black, and his voice deepens. For a moment, you think he's angry, but you're not so sure. There is much about the way of Zerthaman and his path that is difficult to know. Do you know why Vilquar's eye is part of the way of Zerthaman? It is part of the telling of how our people came to know freedom. It lets us know that there are those, even among the people, who are not of the people, and that even in the greatest treachery, a greater knowing may be achieved. Neat. You have come to know the fourth circle. Take this. I would like to know even more. Next circle is open. Thanks, homie.
Zerths are those that know the words of Zerthamon.
The
They
fifth
protect
circle.
the Githzerai communities against all threats, whether to the body or to the spirit.
Zerthaman was the first to know the way of freedom, yet it was not he that first came to know the way of rebellion. The knowing of rebellion came to the warrior queen Gith, one of the people. She had served the Illithids upon many of the false worlds as a soldier, and she had come to know war and carried it in her heart. She had come to know how others might be organized to subjugate others. She knew the paths of power, and she knew the art of taking from the conquerors the weapons by which they could be defeated. Her mind was focused, and both her will and her blade were as one. The turning in which Zerthaman came to know Gith, Zerthaman ceased to know himself. Her words were as fires lit in the hearts of all who heard her. In hearing her words, he wished to know war. He knew not what afflicted him, but he knew he wished to join his blade to Gith. He wished to give his hate expression and share his pain with the Illithid. Gith was one of the people, but her knowing of herself was greater than any Zerthaman had ever encountered. She knew the ways of flesh, and she knew the Illithid, and in knowing herself, she was to know how to defeat them in battle. The strength of her knowing was so great that all those that walked her path came to know themselves. Gith was but one. Her strength was such that it caused others to know their strength, and Zerthaman laid his steel at her feet. Okay. Think he got sweet on her.
What is your will?
Teachings? Read another circle. There is great strength in numbers, but there is great power in one. For the strength of the will of one may gather numbers to it. There is strength not only in knowing the self, but knowing how to bring it forth in others. 3,000 experience. You have come to this fuck. Are you guys gonna fucking kill that zombie like I asked, or what? Fucking religious round table over here. You have come to know the fifth circle of Zerthaman. With this knowing, I impart this to you, another spell. The next circle is open.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
The sixth circle. They haven't killed the Illithids yet, so I think we're getting close. I want to say maybe 10 rings. You slide the plates into the configuration. Let's get in there. Upon the blasted plains, Zerthaman told Gith there cannot be two skies. In the wake of his words came war. Upon the blasted plains, the people had achieved victory over their Illithid masters. They knew freedom. Yet before the green fires had died from the battlefield, Gith spoke of continuing the war. Many, still filled with the bloodlust in their hearts, agreed with her. She spoke of not merely defeating the Illithids, but destroying all Illithids across the plains. After the Illithids had been exterminated, they would bring war to all other races they encountered. Whoa. Ew. In Gith's heart, fires raged. She lived in war, and in war she knew herself. All that her eyes saw, she wanted to conquer. Zerthaman spoke the beginnings of that which was against Gith's will. He spoke that the people already knew freedom. Now they should know themselves again and mend the damage that had been done to the people. Behind his words were many other hearts of the people who were weary of the war against the Illithid. Know that Gith's heart was not Zerthaman's heart on this matter. She said that the war would continue. The Illithid would be destroyed. Their flesh would be no more. Then the people would claim the false worlds as their own. Gith told Zerthaman that they would be under the same sky in this matter. The words were like bared steel. From Zerthaman came the pronouncement of two skies. In the wake of his words came war. All right, there's a lesson to be learned there, I'm sure.
What is your will?
I know that Zerthaman's devotion to the people was such that he was willing to protect them from themselves. He knew the Illithids had come not to know themselves in their obsession with control and domination, so he chose to stop Gith before she carried the people to their deaths. There must be balance in all things, or else the self will not hold. Just casual 5,000. You have seen the words and know them. Dakan's voice slows, and his hands grip the edges of the unbroken circle. He twists it clockwise, and there's a click as two plates slide forth. Is the second plate for you? He falls silent. His blade has ceased shimmering, the film freezing upon its surface. Do you not know the sixth circle, you fucking clown? Dakan looks up, but his coal black eyes do not meet your gaze. No, there is nothing more I may teach you. You know the way as the people know it, and it shall give you the direction by which you may know yourself. That's not what I asked. Do you know the sixth circle or not? Dakan is silent for a moment, then speaks, his voice slow and careful. It has come to pass that I do not know the sixth circle of Zerthaman. Once I knew it, but I know now I only saw the words. His eyes stare through you. That is all. It is my path that I no longer know the way of Zerthaman. There is one other thing I would know. Why is Vilquar's eye in the circle of Zerthaman? It seems strange. It tells of how the people benefited from a treachery from their own. It seems... His eyes flash. I have told you it is part of the telling of how the people came to know freedom. Do you not listen? His voice flattens as if he is reciting a passage from memory. It tells the people that even in the greatest treachery, a greater knowing may be achieved. It doesn't sound to me like you believe that. I think there's another reason Vilquar's eye is in the circle of Zerthaman. It's set there because of the sixth circle and the pronouncement of the two skies. It's there to justify Zerthaman's treachery to the people upon the blasted plains. He's silent, and his blade bleeds into a dead black, teeth rippling along the edge. He divided the people upon the blasted plains, Dakan. He divided your race when they were on the path of victory. I would like to believe that was because he wished to save the people from themselves, but I don't think you believe that. He's silent for a moment, and then speaks slowly. I do not know the sixth circle as it is known to others. I fear that the third circle, the fourth circle, and the sixth circle are more closely linked than many know. It is in that knowing that I have lost myself. In the third circle, Zerthaman submerged his will to deceive the Illithids. Then in the fourth circle, it speaks of the benefits of treachery. And then in the sixth circle, Zerthaman divides his people before they exterminate the Illithids. Do you think Zerthaman's words may not have been his own? Know my words, and know the wound that lies upon my heart. I fear that when Zerthaman was upon the pillars of silence, he did not submerge his will. I fear his will was taken from him by the Illithids, and when he spoke upon the blasted plains, it was their words he spoke. I fear that what he did was not for his people's sake, but our former masters. It's possible, but know that it doesn't necessarily mean that... I've updated my journal. I was interrupted. Then know this, and speak of it no more. The Khan's voice is like a knife. Know that I shall never know the truth. There is no resolution for this matter, for I shall never know Zerthaman's heart upon the blasted plains. His coal-black eyes glare at the stone circle in his hand. And so I do not know myself, because of the unbroken circle of Zerthaman. We'll discuss this no more. Let's move on. To Mort.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
You said you're a member? Floating encyclopedia. Alright, other questions? No. I leveled up a bit. 1 hit point and 1 characteristic point. Poor Dakan, though. He's having an existential crisis. Now, where should I put you? I could go for, like, superhuman wisdom. Maybe just some more constitution, because I need to regenerate. But that would give me more intelligence. More dialogue options. Let's do that. Let's go 18. I am a level 5 mage. Which, does that give me... Well, I can cast Ball Lightning now. I didn't get another slot in level 2. Got another one of these, though. Yeah, Identify can fuck right off. Oh, even more wisdom? Oh, well, there's always next time. We can get a wisdom tattoo. No regrets. Alright, now we're going to the undead part. Oh, right, I forgot to memorize those spells he was force-feeding me. I don't even care what they are, just put them in the book. The sixth circle should be good. Did I drop some of them on the ground, actually? Uh-oh. Did I drop some of those spells on the ground?
I'm gone.
Answer, yes. Okay. Vilquar's Eye. Vilquar's Eye is branded upon those. Okay, right. Level 1, level 2, level 3. This is balancing all things. Is this a super one? Duration. When hit the same number of times as level 4 or 5, level divided by 4 or 5 seconds. This spell only affects the caster. Whenever the caster is attacked while the spell is in effect, all hostile creatures near you take equal damage. It lasts for 1 attack per 4 levels of the caster, and the effects are not cumulative. Alright, so if I get hit, I echo it out into everybody. Where's the magic missile? Reign of Anger. Maybe that's just because he's angry, he didn't understand it.
All right.
The intestines, bring those along, why not?
Done.
Alright, now we'll go explore the undead part. Or maybe sleep. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab full health before we go to Zombie Town. Man, that fucking place filled up with were-rats again, just from reading. I'm getting pretty close, all things considered. He's not.
I hear your words.
I think I'm actually going to pull ahead of people with the dialogue XP.
I'm gone.
Let's rest up.
I'm gone.
Okay. I don't have it yet. Just open the fucking gate. Double check all my spells before I go to bed. I want to say Chromatic Orb is stronger. I leveled up a couple times, wouldn't I? So my Chromatic Orb is going to be different.
Done.
What am I? I am level 5. I'm level 5, so it's green with a stun. Jesus. Vilquar's Eye. Scripture of Steel. +1 to hit and +1 to saving throws for everybody that's friendly near me. That's actually pretty good. Let's grab one of those. Submerge the Will. Bestows AC against all attacks for 12 seconds divided by my level. So doesn't the spell get worse the stronger I become? Power of 1. Bum, bum, bum. Increases my strength by a certain number of points. I am a wizard, so it's 1d4 + 1. Oh, per level. 12 seconds per level is a lot stronger. 12 seconds per level of the caster, so 12 times 5. That's like a minute of AC. Yeah, let's grab one of those too for a super tough fight. There we go. Now we will rest here before we go back in.
All right. I'm gone.
I was expecting Farad to fight us, frankly. I didn't think it was going to be a crippled old man. Did I vow not to squeal? I can't remember. So it's either the Crypt of the Embraced, the Shattered Crypt, or the Mosaic Crypt. Let's try one of these. I elected to do neither for now. Good, good. Play the long game. I like it.
I'm gone.
Oh!
I will hear you.
Start blasting. Actually, what's that super strong one? Spheres of electrical force shoot forth and strike your nearest foe. Casters can create up to 4 glowing spheres of lightning when the spell is cast. They're roughly 3 feet in diameter, and the damage varies depending on the number of balls created. Probably just want to cast 4. I'm actually not sure how to do it in hindsight.
What's up?
Balance in all things.
I'm gone.
There's a lot of these fucking things. Are they just gonna keep coming? Alright, what do you say I just check the treasure and we fucking book it out of here? Punch daggers of Murin. High quality stiletto. This furniture is evidence that someone used to make this crypt their home. Holes have been knocked in the wall here. An aromatic slime coats the outer edges. A bunch of money. Alright, run for your lives, everybody. Run for your fucking lives. Thanks, Mort. He just had to touch the door and we teleported away. The perfect crime. Huh, this is probably where the vampires live. Blood smears leading to the largest coffin.
Done.
Oh, these are just ghouls. Oh, that's probably Gris. Looks Grishish.
Yeah.
It is I.
Everybody just take a different one.
I'm hurt.
Uh-oh.
Done.
Keep him off of me, Mort. Keep him off of me. Yeah, definitely gonna go back to town and sleep this off. Holy shit. Oh, they actually killed fucking him again. Uninjured, uninjured, injured. Uh-oh.
What's up, Chief?
These ghouls put up a little bit more of a fight than the ones last time. I don't have any fucking spells left, really.
What's the word, Chief? Dodge my body.
I'm gone.
What's up?
That's missing a lot. Just don't let them turn their gaze to the nameless one. We might be okay here. Well, fuck, we gotta sleep again for sure. +1 hit, +1 AC, doing it. I'm in the way. Okay, holy shit, good work. Come on back, homie.
Endure. Your
Go get all
path
your
is
shit.
mine.
All right.
I'll take all this stuff, don't sweat it. Battle axe of quality? Nope, I won apparently.
Mort, like good as done.
Christ, nobody has room.
I hear your words.
What do you have that you don't honestly need right now? He's got plenty of room. Grab it all.
I will hear you. I shall serve.
Mysterious dagger. Oh, man. Mages can use daggers, actually, so that's good.
All right.
This is the corpse of a man with a surprised look on his beak-nosed face. It's hard to tell how he died, whether from the numerous horrific slashing wounds across his abdomen and throat, or from the blood loss incurred when his right arm was nearly severed from his shoulder. It's a bad way to go. If I could talk to him, he'd surely have a hell of a tale. I don't have a fucking Raise Dead scroll. Despite the age of this crypt, the coffins appear to be in near perfect condition. Long dead language. It appears to show the life progress of the inhabitant of this tomb. Okay. Interesting.
All right. All right.
Putting items in the quick slot takes it out of my inventory. That might come in handy later. We got fucked up fighting those 3 ghouls. I don't know how, because we fought a lone ghoul earlier. Didn't give us nearly as much trouble.
I'm gone.
No. Take the 50 coins. Got some business with Quint. I'm hoping I'm so smart I just auto-identify everything while we go to sleep.
I'm gone.
Make sure I have all the blue stuff. I had some questions for you. Nap time? Very well. It was not identified. It's enchanted, so I can help. Not usable by priest. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Just need to mem it. One to 6 piercing. It's enchanted, so +1 piercing, +1 Thega. The blade of this dagger seems to be made from the bone of some creature. Yoink. Keep the scalpel for an emergency. This green steel can definitely go. All right. Pay a visit to our friend.
All right.
Let's trade. Fuck the punch daggers because we found stronger ones. Punch daggers of Murin. Usable only by fighters and thieves. 2 to 8 piercing, +2. +1 piercing, +2 armor class, +1 luck. So if we ever get another fighter or rogue in our party, hang on to these, because wowie. These daggers are once wielded by Murin, the Jinxed. Murin was a hapless young woman who became a thief through a series of disasters. Each of these accidents resulted in the death of the trainer for whatever profession she chose. Out of desperation, Murin trained herself in the art of thievery with laughable results. Murin's thieving career was filled with numerous mishaps that involved her in combat situations. Each such combat often ended with Murin being seriously wounded and thrown into prison. When it became more obvious that Murin was not long for this world, her father, Archmage Zurkon, created these magical blades for her use. With the luck provided by her new blades, Murin was actually able to successfully strike an opponent in combat, which came as a shock to her. While her opponent was busy bleeding, Murin would make good her escape. Unfortunately, during one such escape, Murin tripped, fell on her dagger, and died before she could staunch the bleeding from her wounds. Okay, proficiency fists. Actually, is there a chance? I fucking very much doubt it, but I wonder if I can put that in Mort's mouth. I don't think I need that high quality stiletto. Okay. Looks good there. One jagged knife just to be safe. Okay. Keep that for a future thief. Good call. Good call. We're at 3,200 now. I almost want to walk all the way back to the city for a tattoo, but an entire night on the Catacombs. That's crazy. Let's try to pick up the pace here.
Done.
There's no reason to have Mep identify if we're going fighting, so let's sleep again to refresh our spells.
All right.
Balance in all things.
Actually, yep, I gave him all magic missiles.
I shall serve.
All right.
Did I do it properly? Yep, okay. Wanted to make sure I didn't just remove identify and equip nothing in its place.
Done.
Haven't even found the entrance yet. Well, it has to be the last door because one was ghouls and one was bats. Open the gate. So it has to be here.
Done.
Goddamn monsters. Oh, they gave up. Fuck them. Fuck them.
All right.
We're looking for the Silent Crypt. Or sorry, the Silent King. The inlaid metal in the mosaic floor seems to be sitting in a slight depression. It looks like it has been scraped the color from the tiles around it. Whoop! That hurt.
Done.
What's up?
I think sometimes there's
Sure, why
puzzles
not?
where you want to fucking get hurt. The names and warnings inscribed into the stone have been chipped away into illegibility.
Yeah.
It is I. Your will be done.
These caps are rusted into the ground and cannot be opened. It looks like they controlled airflow into the crypt. Ow. Oh!
I'm gone.
The hell? It's got to be this thing.
Forced it.
Oh. Sledgehammer? Primarily intended for heavy work. Oh, great. Another fucking identified sledgehammer. Its head is of black iron and the haft is almost as long as a man's arm. Enchanted hammers aside, the sledgehammer is the most damaging of all hammers. Generic skull. Okay, thank you. Well, I'm stumped.
Done.
Oh, whoops, there's some more crypt.
Huh?
Yell at him quick.
Yabo.
Never mind. We're in the middle of a monster gangbang here. Let's get out of here. All right, bats gave up.
What?
Endure.
Rest of your carcass.
Yeah, it didn't even show the save, so I think they're just immune to it. Oh. 2 for 1 special. Good work, everybody.
Done.
How come nobody's hitting them?
All right.
Hello? This sandy-haired collector's corpse is covered with nasty bites. The dead man's neck still writhes as if it were trying to twist itself off the body. That's fucking weird. Cannot save while in dialogue mode. Shut up. This body must have been undead. The wounds that killed it came a long time after the flesh disappeared from these bones. Okay. There were 3 ghouls outside. This is probably the ghoul district. Hello? Oh, what is up, my dudes? Stop. Thou have come too far, traveler, and trespassed into the dead nation's realm of the Silent King. Will thou submit peacefully? What now? 'Tis the will of the Silent King that all who pass the gates into our nation become prisoners of his lands. Will you submit? Okay. Come then. We shall show thee to the chapel. Know this, thou shalt be free to wander these halls, but not to leave the catacombs. Thou shalt be a prisoner here until thy death. Should thou later arise as we have, thou shalt be free. Praise the Silent King, his will be done. Okay.
Updated my journal.
That sounds bad. Ah, someone to aid our cause. I, as an agent of many as one, was told of your coming. We need you to try and find a way into the throne room of the Silent King and kill him. Do this, and many as one will reward you. How do I do that?
Updated my journal.
Thanks. If he doesn't know, dear diary. I do not know. I have been here for some time, and I still cannot find a way inside his throne room. Perhaps you'll have better luck, unburdened by the hatred and bigotry that is directed towards me. Are you aware, Rat? My faction views are popular with some, but not all. The most important figureheads of this civilization do not hold them dear. Okay, goodbye. A moment of your time before you go. Do not attack any of the undead here in the catacombs. They will not harm you so long as you remain peaceful. Should you prove hostile, they'll defend themselves, and there are many of them. Lastly, you may return here if you need to rest. Can we rest right now?
Updated my journal.
I need that one identify, it turns out. Alright, well, let's just trap ourselves with a quick save. We're doomed. Sledgehammer. Well, how the enchanted sledgehammer? Okay. It is enchanted. Usable only by fighters. Perfect. I'm not a fighter. Got a lot of spells at least, but 10 bandages. The small brazier barely gives off light, much less heat. Well, they don't need heat. They're fucking undead. Some quality shit. 500 coins, thank you. I wonder if they'll have a zombie shop.
Right.
Maybe a spell book. Blood Bridge I already have. We can sell that for some bucks. The pulpit is made of old wood, slowly falling apart in the damp air of the catacombs. Iron pew looks exceptionally uncomfortable. Ooh. An iron pew. No, thank you. Guessing if they don't have a name, they don't want to talk.
Forced it. Forced it.
Thanks, Mort. I don't know how he opens it with his mouth, but thanks, Mort. So maybe I don't... Like, I'm confused on identify here. Can I just figure it out if I'm smart enough? It's another bone dagger. Oh, hello. This skeleton wears what appears to be ancient priest robes, heavy and ornate. It carries a large, impressive stave, which is capped with intricately carved horns, dangling pendants, and a gilded skull. Greetings. The skeleton, its eyes glow like 2 burning embers, looks over to you but makes no reply. Are you Hagrim? It nods solemnly, the pendant suspended from its stave, tinkling softly. There's something disquieting about its silent, piercing gaze. I had some questions. It motions for you to proceed. Why have I been made a prisoner? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to languish in his halls until they join the quiet ones. Can he be convinced to allow otherwise?
My journal.
I have updated my journal. After a short silence, its jaws creak open. 'Tis doubtful, but perhaps mysterious are the ways of the Silent King. I have fucking 18 wisdom. I'll be fine. Who inhabits this place? Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere here? It shakes its head. I've seen no such thing. What is the secret? For a man named Farad. The skeleton draws back. It looks up and away as if peering at the surface. Blood still beats in his black, worm-ridden heart. That wheezing sack of flesh still sends his pack into our homes to raid and pillage. It faces you once more. Thou were wrong to come here. We tolerate no such desecrators within our borders. What? Why then are you here invading our homes on a fetch and carry for that miserable soul? I'm finding this sphere for him in return for information I need. There's no loyalty between us. It looks you over carefully, tapping its chin with a bony finger. Thou do not seem the sort to follow such a man. Perhaps you speak the truth. Perhaps your presence here is tolerable. Thank Christ. We're in need of healing. Can you help us? No. Were thou not a prisoner here awaiting thy death, the answer would be different. Why am I a prisoner here? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. Quiet ones? The true dead. Those who have no voice and do not but sleep eternally. May the Silent King watch over them. Tell me of the Silent King. Our Lord in vision, he who makes the law and protects us. Thou would do well to start no trouble here, stranger, for the Silent King's eye is everywhere, and his justice swift. Why do they call him the Silent King? He speaks no more than necessary to guide us. Praise the Silent King. Can I speak with him? It holds up a bony palm. No. Why not? Its voice booms throughout the chamber. No living creature may pass the doors that lead to his throne room, nor would I allow thee an audience, even if such a thing were possible. Thou shalt not see him. I need to see him, though. How can I convince you? It considers a moment. Prove to the dead nations that thou mean it no harm. Acts of goodwill. I swear to fucking Christ, if you say kill the Rat King.
Updated my journal.
Occasionally the ghouls will miss small packs of well-hidden cranium rats that have come to spy here. Shouldst thou come across any, be sure to slay them. Tell me of the cranium rats. They are hive-brained vermin who once came here in great numbers, feeding upon the corpses in our care. The ghouls have, for the most part, driven them back. They no longer leave their warrens to the east of here. Do they have weaknesses?
Updated my journal.
Their strength is in gathered numbers. If one were to find and slay small separated groups, the stronger packs would slowly lose power. In the rat warrens to the east, for instance, they are very powerful. Brain vermin killed in the hive above might weaken them here, though. Can I rest here? Who inhabits this place? We the skeletons, other undead, zombies, and ghouls. There were once shadows, but they've long since fled. Sometimes, one of living spends the last of its days here. Also, far to the east live many cranium rats. Tell me about the skeleton gang. We tend to the quiet ones, the true dead, and obey the word of the Silent King. Our work here has gone on for centuries. Who else? Other undead. Zombies? They serve the Silent King of the dead nations as laborers. They work beneath the guidance of Stale Mary, the most intelligent and wisest. Okay. She's the most intelligent of what some call the rotting herd, those zombies which populate the dead nation. Unlike many of us, her heart did not depart at the moment of death. That is as much as can be said. What? They serve the Silent King of the dead nations as laborers. Okay. Who else? The other undead, the ghouls. I do not trust them or their matriarch, a caste. They watch us with hungry eyes and would doubtless devour us all if our numbers and the word of the Silent King were not a shield against them. Go on.
Updated my journal.
They're forever ravenous. Without us holding them in check, they would run rampant in the buried village and the warrens of the cranium rats, killing all. Then return to devour all that is here. Tell me about their boss. She is the matriarch of the ghoul pack that has come to our halls. She is strong and extremely cunning. I don't know. Who else? Other undead? The shadows. We know not. It may be that they wander elsewhere. We rarely leave this place. It pauses as if unsure whether to go on. Once many shadows dwelled among us, but they came to our halls no more. They left long ago, and we know not where they went. Some say they wandered the plains.
Updated my journal.
I asked about it once. Mary says that she has seen their fate in visions. She claims they have all been drawn to a wrecked fortress that drifts within the negative material plane, a graveyard of regrets from which they cannot escape. A fortress on the negative material plane. Yes. Sheer foolishness. Why? That plane is a plane from where all the energies that fill the hollows of the undead have their source. When life leaves us, there is a chance, through magic and passion, that perhaps other things, that this energy may fill the hollow space, giving us an empty life. I fail to see how anything exists there, however. Who is Mary? She's the head zombie? May the Silent King watch over her. She was a seer in life ages past and still receives visions. Tell me about her. Most intelligence of rotting her. Let's go back. Tell me about Soago. Who? He tries to convince us to give up this pretense of life, as he calls it, and pass into the true death. He claims that it is our passions that anchor us to this life, and we must let go of them and our duty. He wants us to die.
Updated my journal.
Some listen to his words, but none have chosen to surrender themselves to his beliefs. Those that did would be forever silenced. Our numbers would dwindle, and all that we would have here would be destroyed by what surrounds us. Swago may believe he's doing right, but in truth, causing great harm. Why do you allow him to stay? We can't force him to leave. He knows we cannot harm him. The dead truce. No undead may injure a dustman unless first attacked. Also, the Silent King wishes no slaughter in his halls. There's a dustman here. Tell me of yourself. I am called Hagrim. I am the high priest of the citizens here. I spread the word of the Silent King to his followers. How'd you get here? I passed away long ago and found that beyond death lies only oblivion. Fortunately, I was able to step back at the last moment from the brink. Step back? Yes, I awoke here. I wandered the catacombs for untold days before stumbling into the throne of my lord, the Silent King. He spoke to me, and from that fated meeting, the Dead Nations was born. Followers? We, the skeletons, the other undead, Tell me of the rats. They are high-brained vermin. Do they have any weaknesses? No, we've fucking spoken about that. Other questions? Someone in particular? No. Okay, that's good. Ow. Whoa! Hey, those are rats! Let's go! What the hell happened to Mord? Whoa! His face is all fucked up. Maybe he's frozen or something. Just... I think we got the one that was casting spells. I think the way cranium rats work is if there's enough nearby they know magic, but I think in the game it might just be certain ones know magic.
I'm gone.
A doubtful skeleton? There's no meat left in the bones of this ancient animated corpse, only a few colored rags which seem to serve more as decoration than clothing. It's staring at the floor, shaking its head and tapping its chin thoughtfully. Hello. I said hello. It looks up and seeing you, sighs with a small puff of dust. I have much on my mind and prefer to be left alone. Can I help? No, I have a difficult decision to make. What is it?
My journal.
To continue my life here or die, to finally pass into the true death I've been told of. True death? Oh, he's been speaking to the duster. A complete absence of passion, the true death, is the true life beyond this shadow of existence. It is said that we must reach this place to free ourselves. I see no reason why you should give up your life. I shall take thy words into consideration. Now, I ask thee to leave me to my thoughts. Farewell. Oh, there's still Mary. This musty-smelling female zombie looks exceptionally old, almost mummified. Her skin has the appearance of moldering gray-green leather, and one of her eyes has fallen out, leaving a dark pit in her face. Her voice is slow and thick. Greetings. Hello. She indicates herself and speaks again. Still Mary. It sounds as if her vocal cords are festering away in some soupy mess at the base of her throat. Hello. How do you speak to zombies? The corpse makes a step towards you, reaching her armor to touch you. Okay. Her nearly fleshless hand brushes gently against your forearm, and she speaks. Listen. How'd you do that? Speak to us, you can, but you must do it properly. Can you teach me? Yes, do that.
Updated
Holy
my journal.
shit, do that. She finishes teaching you the skills required to speak with the dead. A process she called Stories Bones Tell. Can I talk to any dead body? The guy in the fucking crypt. Perfect. I had some questions. Why am I a prisoner? Ask Hagrim. Fucking tell me about Hagrim. Skeleton's leader gives us the word of the Silent King. Why is he concerned? Swago a cast. Why is he worried about Swago? Preaches death, the true death, because he's a dustman. Why does he want you to
Updated
die?
my journal.
He's a dust man. Why is he worried about a cast? Well, she's an angry ghoul. She wants to kill everyone. Why? Hungry. Tell me of you. So what do you do here? Guide other zombies. Care for quiet ones. Quiet ones? The true dead. Tell me about the other zombies. Work for the Silent King. What sort of work? Rebuild that which has been broken. Care for the true dead. Who else inhabits this place? Tell me about the skeletons. They seem nice enough. Their leader gives us skeletons guide us in our work. Silent King? Silent King, what can you tell me of him? Silent King, what do you know of him? Silent King. Okay, you need to go fuck yourself. Have you seen a small bronze sphere? Nope, okay. I don't think the ghoul's gonna tell us. Someone in particular? No, other questions. I want to ask her about the rats. Who inhabits this place? The rats. Gone. Ghouls chase away. I mean, they did. I helped. Now I can talk to any zombie. As if greeting you. Whoa, Chief, what a beauty. Eh? Not everywhere you can meet a sweet little chit like that, you know? I find, perhaps if you can get past the entire stench-ridden maggot-laden, rotting carcass thing. Yeah, see, that's what I'm... Hey. Are you getting sarcastic on me? Greet the zombie. I had some questions. Have you seen the sphere? Stale Mary. Nope. Tell me about Stale Mary. Passes to us the word of the Silent King. Okay, bye. I can't leave to talk to the guy in the crypt. Because I'm trapped here.
Forced it.
Opened.
Okay, that's where they keep the skulls. Neat. There's a cast. She does look weird. The rots think of this ancient-looking ghoul woman as nauseating, even from a distance. Her gray-green skin is infested with tomb rot and festering sores in her fingers, each capped by a long carved talon. Are covered in dried blood and filth. Her hair, thick with scuttling insects and worms, hangs to her knees. It hides nearly all of her face in shadow, save for a fanged feral grin. And a lolling gray tongue. Hello. What have we here? Some pretty meat eye. A little tough gristle? Sharpen me teeth on your bone and grow fat on your marrow. Yeah, you're in charge of the ghouls. I don't have to be anything to you, meat and bones. You watch your tone with me or no one will find you in one piece again. I had some questions. What's your... Man, I am obsessed with telling people that my name is Adden. I have no name. Then neither does a cast, I call you Blooded One. Pray you still have a name and I will before I tear you apart. Blooded One? Meat people to eat. Her yellow eyes peer intently at you through her ragged white hair. Yeah. Questions? Have you seen it? Shakes her head. Cast opens many coffins, many tombs. Never seen such a thing. Who inhabits this place? Blooded rats? Many wander these halls, yes, marrow-filled bones. Herd of dead flesh, we the blighted ones, all ruled by the Silent King. She spits in disgust. Who tells us what to do? What not to do? Also, the little tasties, blooded rats. Go squeak, squeak, run into dark, small tunnels when chased, hard to catch. Snacks hard to get. Warm flesh, easy crunch in teeth. Many of them elsewhere. We go kill them and eat them all. Hunger go away with so many in belly. Always watching us with red juicy eyes and dark want to eat them. Other questions? Why am I a prisoner? Because we didn't catch you in the dark halls where you'd have been a meal to us. She shakes her head. Damn the Silent King. Damn his old bones. Meat caught here by the others stays here until it joins the others. Tell me about the Silent King. Unseen King, not silent. He say we do. Marrow stuffed bones and herd of dead flesh obey him. No questions. A cast not see. A cast only hear. One day I shall meet this one. Meet this one, yes. A cast strong and silent one weak. We shall see who's master. Aha. Seems like I might have to turn them on each other.
Failed. Failed.
This is where I came in. This ghoul's face has a great gash upon it, and one of its eyes has been destroyed entirely. Despite the relative freshness of the wound, it seems to cause the foul-smelling creature no pain or discomfort. You notice a grimy knife tucked into his waistband. The letters "ooh" here are, hey, I need that. Hey, can I have that? The ghoul looks down at the knife, scratching its head as if wondering how it got there. Finally, it looks up and gives you a sly, toothy grin. Meat want knife? Meat make trade. How about these rat tails? Da-da-da-dum. The ghoul snatches them away greedily and devours them. After licking his clawed fingers clean, he tosses you the knife. Thank you. Was that all 7,000? It was some of them. Now he's just moonwalking away. He's very excited about his snack. I just go fucking cuckoo for rat tails. Alright, so we got the knife. So now we just need to find that thing for Farod. Can I come in, fellas? Massive skeleton, far larger than an ordinary human, wears ornate bronze armor engraved with elaborate symbols. As you approach, it looks down at you. Hello? Greetings, living. The thing's voice booms. I stand here as a royal guard of his Lord and Majesty, the Silent King. I must ask that you do not distract me from my work with questions. Could you at least tell me who you are? I am in death as I was in life. One of the 99 sons of the Western Mountains, fathered when the member of Amahar was severed and cast down upon the face of Ith here. Honor-bound to defend our queen, we were lost to this world when ours, and our lady with it, was destroyed by an angry godling, a brother to Amahar. Many of our number roamed the plains, but some, like myself, chose to remain in Sigil. When I passed away, I was interred here, and later awoke in the state you find me now. I then chose a new master, the Silent King, to defend. Well, they're fairly polite about this. Greetings. Oh, they say the exact same thing. You guys want to talk? Hello. I had some questions. I shall answer what I can. Dust falls from the joints of the skeleton's jaw as it speaks. Ask what thou will. I have more than enough time to speak with thee. Have you seen a small bronze sphere? Perhaps you should speak to Hairgrim, who doesn't trust us because he knows Pharaoh's looking for it. Why have I been made a prisoner? The skeleton touches its chin. The ghouls are permitted to feast upon all those found robbing the catacombs. The Silent King felt it would be best to let other intruders, those caught wandering and made prisoners, such as thyself, languish here to lapse into our care rather than be devoured by the ghouls. Thou may wish to ask Hargrim, our high priest. It is he who speaks to the Silent King. Lapse into your care? To become one of our charges, to number amongst the silent ones, you charges. The silent ones, the dead who do not but sleep. We protect them, watch over them as they rest. Who would disturb them? Many. He ticks them off on yellow dust-covered finger bones as he speaks. Hungry, uncontrolled ghouls, rats, and most of all, the living. Those from the buried village, servants of a man named Farod, often descend into the vaults of the dead nations, disturbing the silent ones. I do not know why, nor do I care. My only concern is that we stop their foul laboring. It seems like we just got to get them to turn on the Dusties, because they shouldn't be down here stealing bodies. These guys didn't sign up. Nameless zombie, okay. Greetings. The zombie moaned softly in reply. Only your skills in conversing with the dead light understand your name. My name? I don't know your name. Is that why you're distressed? Forgot my name. Can I help you find your name again? She points towards the watery catacombs. I'll find it then. Maybe.
Open. Forced it.
It's a lot of money. Not so much there. The container's locked.
Opened.
Ooh, double charm.
What's the word, Chief? Sure, why not?
I'm gone.
What's up? Sure, why not?
Done. Forced it.
A single wooden club, no. Holy shit, no. Okay, looks like we've definitely got a lot of work cut out for us here. And what is the world? Oh, that's going somewhere else. Skeleton merchant. Well, well, well. You see a skeleton bouncing from the ball of one foot to another. Air whistles between its teeth. It looks very, very bored. At your approach, its demeanor changes entirely. Welcome, welcome. I've got a host of items for your perusal, fresh from the latest Burks who've been trying to loot the quiet ones. Would you like to see them? Yes. Yes, I would. Antler axe, hammer of quality. This is just shit. This is all shit. Oh, here we go. What's Elysium's tier? The caster chooses any single target within range, then a stream of small meteors rain down and strike the target and surrounding area. 1 meteor for each level of experience, up to a maximum of 10, so I'd get 5 meteors. Each missile that inflicts 1 to 2 blunt and 1 to 4 fire, and then anyone within 3 feet takes bonus fire. It's a level 3 wizard spell. It seems kind of mediocre. I mean, it hit a lot of shit. Like, we can drop that on some rats. Sell Blood Bridge because I already know it. Sell our spare Bone Dagger. And then I don't think we really need this hammer. Now we can ditch the hammer too. Okay, neat. Well, if I can't convince him to let me see the king, we're going to wrap it up here because all this reading's making me a little sleepy.
Done.
I had some questions. I found and killed a group of cranium rats in the rubble of an old passageway.
Updated my journal.
Ooh. Thou have our thanks. May the Silent King watch over thee. Can I speak to him? No, by the power of the Silent King, thou shalt not leave this place. What can I do to? What else can I do to convince you?
Updated my journal.
The lights of its eyes. Swago, rid us of that damnable dust man, and I shall speak to the Silent King of thy freedom. However, I do not seek to have him assassinated. Merely give us a reason to remove him from the dead nations. Well, that's easy. They're stealing the bodies for the mortuary. What troubles you so much? He tries to convince us to give up this pretense of life, as he calls it, and pass into the true death. He claims that it is as our passions that anchor us to this life. Yeah, go on. Some listen to his words, but none have chosen to surrender themselves to his beliefs. Those that did would be forever silenced. Why do you allow him to stay? Whoops. We can't force him to leave. He knows we cannot harm him. The dead truce. No undead may injure dust man. Okay. So we just gotta...
I feel stronger.
I leveled up from that chit-chat. Saving throws up. I can memorize more spells. I got another characteristic point. And you said more wisdom. Oh, you gain a substantial bonus. Deal. Your wisdom surpasses that of mortal men. Neat. Alright, now we just gotta find Swago. Who? Oh, he'd be here. Oh, I thought he was talking about... I thought this guy was talking about the rats, but he's Swago here. He's the dust man. I met a skeleton in one of the hallways there that seems on the brink of seeking the true death. Oh, I'll go speak with him now. Got some questions? What do you know of the civilization? They've been here many centuries, I think, taking care of those that have passed away in their halls. Such devotion to duty is no longer necessary. It's almost a crime. You just want to kill him. Sentience threatens the dustmen. I had other questions. What do you know about the Silent King? I've never seen the Silent King. I wish I could tell you something about him, but I've never seen him. Presumably his throne room lies beyond the crimson doors, but I can't gain entrance. Hargrim, the skeleton priest, will not let me. Yeah, the clock's ticking on this. Getting pretty sleepy. Some questions. Can we talk about the sphere? I've seen no such thing. Why do you seek it? Oh, never mind, never mind, never mind. For Farad. I'm not of his pack. Alright. Is he not? Where's Fuego go? The skeleton's down here.
Yeah.
All right.
Greetings. I said greetings. Is there something I could help you with? What decision is that? True death. I see no reason why you should give up on your life.
I'm
What the hell
gone.
is he? Yeah, I think we're actually just gonna wrap it up here. This guy's fucking taking forever to get there. Getting a little too sleepy to think straight here because we're in Puzzle Town. So we'll let this asshole walk over to the skeleton, see how that pans out. By the way, how many spell slots do I have? Ooh.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
You're almost there. You can do it. Come on. He didn't even talk to you, did he? Well, I guess we will wrap it up here, and next time we'll try to get out of this place because we have the dagger. So we just have to hope that the guy trapped in that crypt knows where the bronze egg thing is. But yeah, thanks for coming out, and we'll have even more Planescape Torment journal updates for next time. I'll see you then.